Welcome to JazzHam.com. JazzHam.com is an online store that buys, sells, trades authentic luxury watches. We make these videos so our customers can easily choose the best watch for themselves in the comfort of their own home. We offer the lowest prices anywhere online. Even to know the price of the watch, simply click on the links in the description below. We'd greatly appreciate it if you would buy a watch from JazzHam.com once in a while. Today we'll be reviewing the Rolex Day-Date 40. This is the model number 228345 RBR. We'll be going over the dial, bezel, case, crown, bracelet, clasp, and we'll talk about the movement towards the end of the video. So jumping right into the dial here, we have one of the most luxurious dials. We have a chocolate dial in the sunburst sort of featuring. As you can see, as I tilt it around into my light box, it captures light very nicely with tinges of highlighted browns and darker variations of browns as well, sort of radiating around the dial. But that's not the only thing that makes it luxurious. The beautiful baguette diamond hour markers. Of course, it's going to be 10 of them, as we're going to be missing one at the 12 o'clock position, which has the day, and the 3 o'clock position, which has the date. Cyclops lens on top of that sapphire crystal for magnification and easy reviewing of that date, of course. Not only that, we have beautiful diamond bezel as well, making this an incredibly luxurious watch. The hour markers, case, crown, bracelet is all also encompassed, or rather made out of a 18 karat ever rose gold, which is Rolex's way of making a rose gold that lasts throughout its lifetime. And what do I mean by last throughout its lifetime, as they call it the ever rose? Typically other brands, when they do their rose gold, red gold, or whatever gold they want to call it, it tends to fade over time. You might have this beautiful reddish hue that, they've maybe added a little more copper and it gets this very beautiful red hue, but it does fade over time. Where compared to Rolex, they added a little platinum mixture into their rose gold. Of course, I'm pretty sure they probably add a lot more things, but platinum was one of those things. And it keeps this beautiful ever rose gold coloration throughout its lifetime, from the setting on the bezel to the case to the bracelet, crown, and on the settings of the baguette diamonds on the dial itself. That will keep its beautiful pinkish gold color throughout its lifetime. Another thing I want to mention is that the text is beautifully gilded as well, to add a nice contrast from that brown, but still complementing it very nicely. So you have the Rolex Orsa Perpetual Day-Date name there at the 12 o'clock position with the crown logo above it and the ever rose gold. The hands themselves are full ever rose gold as well, so hour, minute, and seconds hand. And at the 6 o'clock position, we have that gilded text of the superlative chronometer officially certified as well. Okay, but if this is it's maybe too many diamonds for you. Maybe you don't like all these diamonds. Well, you have various options as well. Not too many options, but you do have options. So if you're still looking for the baguette diamonds but not in love with the chocolate, then you can also get it in a Sunda style. You don't like the chocolate or the baguette diamonds, you can also get it in a Roman numeral or index hour markers as well. Roman numerals available in Sundas and chocolate, with the index hour markers, which are the luminous stick markers, available in a matte white, Sundust, and chocolate dial as well. And of course, if you just have way too much money and you don't know what to do with it, you can also opt for the pave version as well, where the whole dial is covered in diamonds. All right, so moving on to the bezel now. So I'm gonna get a little bit closer here so you can take a look at that bezel once more. Beautifully set diamonds all around. Fortunately, Rolex doesn't publish the carat weights on their diamonds, so I cannot tell you that, but I can tell you it's around 46 to 48 beautiful set diamonds. All right, moving on to the case now. The case size is a Day-Date 40, so it's a 40 millimeter size. From my index finger to my thumb here, that's 40 millimeters in diameter. I know that the previous models of Day-Dates, specifically for the yellow golds, the Day-Date 2s were in a 41, so they've actually downsized the swatch by a millimeter, but it still looks fantastic overall. As we move on to the side of the case, you can see very beautiful high polish on the sides of the case, matching with the sides of the bracelet. Lugs as well, nice and crisp. And on the other side as well, you can see this is the crown side, with the Rolex crown logo on the crown itself there, with 2 dot indices indicating that this is a twin lock and double waterproofness system. All right, now that I mentioned that, we're going to go ahead and move on to the crown functions. So you're going to simply unwind the crown counterclockwise as shown. And in the standard position is where you can wind the watch. About 15 to 20 winds is all you need to get started from a dead stop. Pulling the crown out to the next position will allow you to adjust both the day and the date. So going Counterclockwise will let you adjust the day. So I'm going to go ahead and set it to maybe, I don't know, Thursday. And you'll be able to adjust the date by going clockwise. So I can set it to the 25th. And then folding the crown out to the final position will allow you to stop the seconds hand or the hacking movement. As you see, I've stopped it right after the 6 o'clock position, and that allows you to set the time to the exact seconds, such as to the atomic clock online for precise time setting. And then you'll be able to move the hands bi-directionally, however you like, to adjust the time. Pressing the crown back in, we'll start that second hand once more, and always make sure to screw the crown nice and tight in against the case, as you want to keep your watch water resistant. Specifically for this day-date watch, you're looking at a water resistance of 100 meters or 330 feet. Moving on to the bracelet now, as you would expect from any day-date watch, it comes on the President style bracelet, the bracelet that was made for day-dates. And you can see it's sort of a mix between the oyster style and Jubilee style, in the sense that it's a three-piece link like an oyster style bracelet, but has these sort of similar half semicircular links like a Jubilee style bracelet. Best of both worlds. As you can see, very beautiful brush finishing on the outer of the three-piece links. Center links are nicely high polished down the center all the way throughout. Have this concealed folding crown clasp that you won't see in most other Datejust watches anymore, as they've sort of moved on to a folding oyster clasp instead. And the concealed folding crown clasp is honestly one of the best things about the Jubilee Jubilee bracelets and the President style bracelets. It keeps a nice consistent pattern throughout, only broken up by the crown itself. As we move through the whole bracelet, you can see very beautiful patterning throughout. Also beautiful tapering to keep everything in proportion from the first link down to the back before it plateaus to the same sizing links. And then we're going to go ahead and open up that concealed folding crown clasp by simply tugging that crown open, and there we are, beautiful 18 karat ever rose gold, and a nice high polish with the Rolex name embossed on there. Alright, so once again, that's how it looks, completely concealed and closed. Once again, open that up as so. Alright, and there we are. The movement is housed in this case back, this oyster style case backing here. Nice satin finish on the parts that sits on your wrist with a nice boring high polish around the very back edge of it. The movement itself has been updated from the previous model. The previous model used to use a 3155 movement, but now Rolex is trying to use more in-house made parts, so now we have a 3255 movement. Specifically, it's still a perpetual mechanical self-winding movement that's within Swiss specs of the -2. Swiss spec specifically is -4 plus 6 seconds a day, but Rolex double test their movements to make sure they're reliable. So it is in the Swiss below even that for a -2 plus 2 seconds a day. Also, the functions of the movement, of course, is for the hour, minute, and seconds hand, stopping of the seconds hand, and also being able to change both the day and the date on a single crown function. It is unique to obviously the day-date watch. There is still a paramagnetic blue parachrome hairspring, which aids in resistance against magnetism, while also the shock absorbers, which used to be the KIF shock absorbers, have been changed to the Rolex's in-house made shock absorbers called the Paraflex shock absorbers, which they claim absorbs 50% more shocks than that industry standard KIF. Not only that, they've also changed the escapement. It's now a Koenji escapement, which is a skeletonized escapement wheel made out of a nickel phosphorus. Nickel phosphorus helping with it, aiding in resistance against magnetism with that parachrome hairspring. And obviously, you don't want your watch to get magnetized. It can cause it to run erratically. Usually the cases are running much faster, and you'll have to take it somewhere to get it demagnetized. The skeletonization of the escapement wheel also helps with energy efficiency, and also precise timekeeping. Energy efficiency meaning that previously, I believe the previous 3155 was a 50 to 55 hour power reserve, but now we have a 70-hour power reserve, meaning you can put this watch on a Friday evening, pick it back up on a Monday morning when you go back to work, and you'll be keeping time just fine. Now let me actually go ahead and show you this watch on my wrist. So give me 1 second to get this watch on my wrist now. So we're going to open up the concealed folding crown, snap them on, and there we are. Beautiful, beautiful, luxurious Day-Date 40 watch and baguette diamonds on the bezel all around. That chocolate dial looking absolutely gorgeous with the sort of variation in the sunburst, and just absolutely so much shining in the face of the watch. definitely will be an eye catcher when you're walking around with this watch. The 18 karat Ever Rose Gold, this is the color you see, and this is the color it will be forever. And beautiful variation of polishing on the bracelet itself. President style bracelet always looks fantastic with that semicircular links and being nice thick links, and a concealed folding crown clasp to keep that continuous pattern throughout. So if you're interested in this watch for lowest possible price or other variations of it, check out our website at jazztime.com. We have the lowest prices guaranteed. And if you liked the video, please like, comment, subscribe below. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you guys soon.
If you want to find out more about the watch you just saw in the video, you can just click below on show more to see the full description. Then you can check the link next to model as seen in video, click on it, and you will get to the proper page where you can see all the details. If you're watching on a mobile phone, you have to click on the arrow down on the right hand side below the video to see the full description. If you like this video, please give us a thumbs up. If you would like to share this video with your friends, you can use the share button below and share it on any platform you like. If you have questions, constructive feedback, want to tell us about some mistakes or misspeaks, just write a comment below. If you want to see more videos like this, you should subscribe to our channel and visit our channel page where you can find all the videos. And if you're interested in a specific watch brand, you can check out our playlists. If you want to check the price for a watch or want to buy one, remember at jazztime.com you always get a steep discount, so you should check the prices with us. If you want to know the price for a specific watch, just go to Google, type in JazzTime, plus the brand, model, and the details you're interested in, and Google will find the right page for you. Thank you for watching.